Hello! Welcome to my first sketchbook tour, and also the first sketchbook I finished since middle school. I'm nervous for this. I'm really nervous. I've never spoken on camera in this kind of form before, and I have everything set up. It looks so pretty, and I don't want to this up. So yeah, this is my sketchbook, and this has been a sketchbook of learning and growth for me. I'm very excited to show it. There's some personal stuff in here, but there's really not a whole lot that I'm not willing to share at all. So I'm nervous and I'm excited, and I think being vulnerable on the internet is the best way to overcome that. So yeah, here's the thickie herself. I'm very proud of how thick that she became, and I've grown very attached to this sketchbook. I love her. Let's give you a little introduction to her. So I'm very into the whole whimsy foresty themes, so I wanted to incorporate that on my front cover. I don't really like covering it in a bunch of stickers, more paper and collage, with like a few little stickers here and there. I mean, most of this is just stuff I picked up and kind of threw on the cover, while this is a sticker from a sticker book. I don't have a whole lot of stickers that I bought because I'm a but if there are some, I will try to find who created them and give them the credit that they deserve. But I put some lace on the spine. I thought it was pretty. It fell off a lot, so I had to keep super gluing it. I have this little charm here though. I might do this on my next sketchbook, which let me grab actually to give you guys a little idea. Very fancy. This one actually did cost quite a pretty penny, and it was like packaged in a plastic. So when I opened it, I realized that the pages are super thin and smooth and have like no texture. And I use a lot of watercolors, so that might not work for me, but maybe I'll use it as like a sketching, like pencil, pen only kind of sketchbook. We'll see. But I'm really excited to break into it and test it, and I'm planning on doing a little decoration video after this one, but I figured that this would be a good initial get to know me kind of book, as I just finished it. It has like maybe one page left, but I'm kind of tired of it as much as I love it. So I'm ready to move on. I feel like my soul is ready to move on from this sketchbook. Here's some more stickers. I found this one at a Renaissance fair, and I love The Last of Us, so I had to get that. This was from Felix the Griffin, I think. Oh goodness, I don't remember the name. I'll put it on the screen if I can find him. I'm sure I will, but my friend generously got me a plushie of this little griffin because I'm obsessed with griffins, as you can see. This is a sticker from a little photo printer that I printed this out myself. I don't know the artist though. I just found it on Pinterest and was like, oh, that's a cool griffin. I'm gonna put it on my sketchbook. But it's not mine. And then I have this little tarot card, Empress. I hope that I'm capturing that. Empress cat charm that I found at a cat cafe. Absolutely love that. And then this, let me turn this back over. This is a bottle cap that I found squished on the road, and I crafted it to be a little sketchbook charm, and I'm actually very attached to this charm, so I'm gonna miss it when I switch sketchbooks. That's the word. So without further ado, let me give you like a little... Oh, my chair is very squeaky, by the way. I'm sorry. Let me give you a little flip through. A little quick... I don't know if that's capturing well. I think it is. Little preview, but let's break into it, shall we? Oh, this setup is a little hard to work with. Here, let me try moving this a little down. There we go. That should be better. So here's my first pages. When you first open, we got a bunch of stuff here. I kind of like to just stick random stuff into my first page, in the cover page. May have to cover all this up. This is my business card, but it has stuff that I don't really need you guys to see, I don't think. Started in summer 2024, and right, my phone's up there. What's the day today? It's the 18th. I'm recording this on the 18th. So we ended on the 18th of March. Alright, so fancy. I actually don't know the exact day I started, but I do know that I started in the summer, and I want to say it was more July, but I can't be sure. So in here I have just a bunch of trash kind of stuff that I like to have just in case I want to put it in my sketchbook. I'm probably going to move this to my trash drawer. Yeah. Probably gonna move it to my trash drawer. It's just a bunch of business cards, stickers, memorabilia kind of stuff. Oh, calico critters. Oh, lots of calico critters. I've gotten into them during this sketchbook. This is from a friend as well, so that means a lot to me. But we'll just put that to the side for now. This is a little card from my mom. She's very supportive of me, and I couldn't appreciate her more. I love her a lot. She's my best friend. So I had to throw a little something in here to honor her in that. Little affirmation over here. This is from when I was in college for concept art, and my roommate, I'm pretty sure this is from my roommate, she knew I loved goblins and cats. She drew this and put it on my tablet, and I still love it to this day, so I kept it. And then this one I didn't draw. This is from my another friend, and we drew each other little drawings and swapped, and I used it as a little pocket. So first page, I didn't do anything on. I don't like doing the first page. It's kind of scary. I think I wanted to do a Meet the Artist page, but I never got around to it. So we just got 2 blank pages. Oh, this also. This says who it's from on DeviantArt. It's just a bunch of owl head studies that I printed out to keep nearby, because you'll see why in the future. So first page, what do we got here? It's a bunch of chaos. We got a bunch of bunnies and a little starry galaxy. I drew this at the beach and then watercolored it later at home. It's a little raccoon. I saw the sign in the water, and I decided that, oh, that's a cool sign. I kind of like how there's like seaweed dripping from it. I'm gonna put a raccoon on that, so I did. Got some griffins. Had to start the sketchbook with some griffins. And I kind of want to make this into a sticker or a tattoo design. I don't know yet. But tummy turning. It's a little swirl with a griffin, because my stomach is always against me, and I'm looking to get that figured out. Got some fantastic Mr. Fox over here. I love this quote. Got some grapes I never colored in. This is a little pet shop that I actually have right here. She's my girl. I crocheted her a little hat and gave her a little necklace. And she reminds me a lot of myself, so I have a connection to her, and I drew her. This sticker is from another sticker book. This is from my 21st birthday. This is my cat Maeve with the little dice on her nose because I got a dice set. This is also from the dice set. It was a cat dice set and I love it. I went to a lounge for the first time in my hometown. I'd been to one in Canada before, but going to one in my hometown was different. And this, goodness, the wing tinsel kind of thing is from this card that my mom gave me, and she also bought me some fairy wings on my birthday, so I drew myself with fairy wings. Oh, and then this was from a ramen place that we went to, and they gave me mochi for my birthday, and they wrote a super sweet little card on the box, so I had to include that. Is this still, can still see okay? You can still see okay. All right. Over here we got some tree girl. I was in the forest when I drew it, and I was practicing my anatomy, and I was practicing different poses of the head and all that, and decided, you know, a tree should grow out of her. Why not? We're finished, but it's a little cat with a cauldron and a brain, and he's sad because brain problems. There's a lot of brain problems, and it was just kind of some venti art. The sketchbook starts off a little rough. There's not a whole lot in the sketchbook at first, but then I lock in. I lock in and I start going. So just bear with me for a little bit. Got some anatomy practices. I remember doing these two on a Overwatch stream that I was doing on Twitch, which I don't really do anymore, but it was fun. I was drawing between games. Just some other little things to put in the sketchbook. Nonsense-tober. This was really fun, and this was the furthest I've ever gotten in a October drawing prompt list, but I still did not finish. But next few pages are full of that with a lot of pencil transfer. So, but this is a little mummy cat with 9 souls for his 9 lives, and they kind of just make up his bandages, and I thought it was a really cute concept. Here are the next pages. I meant to ink all of these, but I never got around to it, and when I did feel like inking, I didn't want to ink these, so I just never came back to these. But this is my little Build-A-Bear. Her name is Topaz, and she's tattooing herself, her pumpkin and tattoo. I thought it was pretty cute. Totoro and some lanterns, a little soul spirit guy with an hourglass. A little mushroom fairy, what was the theme for this one? Mushroom and umbrella. So she has a little umbrella mushroom, and she's gathering water, I guess. Death Eater and Coco. Witch and Coraline was next. These are probably really hard to see, which I apologize for. They're very light sketches. Bunch of others though. See, I did come back and ink this one because I did like him. He was a little raccoon in a star treasure box thing. With some Halloween candy. I got a little Snug-Alongs backpack by Little Softs. Little Softs. And I love him. I love him a lot. I still have yet to name him or change the name, but I got Sesame. This, more transfer. I was so sad about this, which is why I'm changing my sketchbook brand, because I usually go with this brand to sketchbook, but that's one reason why I'm changing. This is from a LARP group, though. I went to my first LARP event, which is a live-action roleplay, and it was so fun. And I met these 3 amazing people, and we hung out for most of the game, and I'm playing a surgeon character named Lacey, and she's a little crazy. You might see a little bit more of her later. But we were enjoying a charcuterie board of cheese and meats, and the cheese was so good. But then some guy came in screaming that he was stabbed and poisoned, and so we were all just so rudely interrupted by someone dying. It was so fun though. My next one is in a few weeks, so I'm super excited. And then I decided, you know what, I gotta start studying some more art. I need to go back to some studying. So I did some color studies, some lighting studies. I think this was a lighting study. I don't know what this was, but a friend wanted me to draw that. More studies for form, some texture studies, anatomy studies, a little cat because I love drawing cats. I was a Warriors kid, so you'll probably see a little bit more of that as well. Not much else to say about these pages though. This was a bit of a venti page. I was feeling a bit sad this day. And I mean, this was another lighting study, I think. This was a guy from Pinterest. Yeah, I was trying to get like a hand study too with colored pencils. I'm not that great at colored pencils, but they are fun. This was a little drawing that my stepsister did of me, and I love it. It's so cute, so I stuck it in here. But I didn't like the other side of his face, so I covered it up with a ghost face mask. Snap, crackle, pop goes my jaw, man. So I had jaw surgery a few years back, and ever since it hurts. It's been hurting quite a bit. So, and no one really seems to care about it except for my family and I. But I have jaw problems and it hurts. And then this is like a little plushy cat with her insides coming outside because of my constant nausea. And I really just wanted like a full body reset that day. And, you know, I can't do that, so I was kind of sad. But then I really liked her design, so I drew her again. And I kind of want to make her into a plushie. We'll see. Oh, this page is fun. I went out to a little venue with a friend of mine, my bestie. And we were simping over Ghostface the entire night and drew him. She had this like printer receipt paper, and so he's faded a lot by now, but yeah, we drew him as a little cat girl almost. But she drew this in my sketchbook and that. And I drew this bird when we were out, and then I came home and I drew some goats because my family was watching goats. This is from a little rice candy treat. And then this, my cats, they're weird. One of them found a tuna can and he just started carrying it around in his mouth. And it looked like that. So I thought it was funny to draw, so I did. This video is going to be really long. I'm gonna have to edit a lot of this down. Here's Lacey again when I wanted to update her outfit, but never really got around to it. I mean, I kind of did. Her outfit is very updated now, but didn't really add too much different. Went to the museum this day, decided to sketch a mammoth skeleton and some bat skulls. I ended up getting a bat plushie, which I fell in love with. We got this was a sketch that I wanted to do of Vice and Echo and a little owl because they remind me they all remind me of owls, and I love owls, and so I wanted to do a little illustration of that. But I never got around to it because their masks were really intimidating and really hard, and I don't like drawing very mechanical kind of stuff, so I kind of gave up on that. This was around Christmas time. My mom got me an advent calendar with Littlest Pet Shops in them because the new Littlest Pet Shops came out. And I had always wanted an advent calendar growing up, and so she finally got me one. And it was so sweet of her. This was another little failed drawing that I wanted to do. Like a bat kind of clinging onto a heart like fruit, but didn't finish it. You feeling jolly yet? Nope. It was a rough Christmas for everyone in my family. And now I start getting into collaging more in my sketchbook, and so around here is where it starts getting really fun. So I drew Keyleth in her hawk form and little raven backs. And I love them so much. They're so cute. This was a leaf I found when I went to the forest, when I did that foresty girl. I found this leaf and I really liked it, so it had been in here for a while, so I finally stuck it in. Oh yes, V-stars. It's not that bad of a show. I really enjoyed it, and I have discovered other things about myself from watching it, which is where the self-discovery comes in. I'll touch more on it as we go, but there's something there. But I do like how this drawing came out. I like his face a lot, and I think they're cute. Alright. Here's my Roblox character. She's a little fawn, and I drew her, obviously. She has like this red hair that you'll see, and there's not much to say about her other than she's a fawn, and I don't really have a name for her, but I like to call her Rue sometimes, but I don't know if that's the right name for her yet. We'll see. And then I tried drawing a hot elf guy, but it didn't really work. And here I started some new antidepressants. So after I started the new antidepressants, that's where all of this comes in. It's been, things have been better. Things have been better. So then I started doing some Roblox commissions, and I decided that, well, I didn't decide, I realized that I could make money or Robux from drawing people, and I really liked making avatars on Roblox, so drawing people and making avatars is really fun to do. This is another one, but it's just a full page, and I also don't really like it. I didn't finish it. I gave them this, and they really liked it, but I wanted to do like a watercolor background, and I just never did because I didn't like it. This is more Roblox. I wonder if I can turn it here and show it a bit better. Maybe. We'll see if that turns out. But I found this group and they all wanted to be in a portrait, so I did that for them. And then some anatomy studies, which I'm really glad I did because I feel like my torsos in art have improved so much since doing these studies. And studied anatomy star. I need to keep giving myself those, but I'm really proud of myself for that. Here's more of my fawn girl. Is this appearing okay? I think it is. More of my fawn girl. Not much to say about that. I'm really proud of it though. I still am really proud of this drawing. I think she's so cute, and I love her face. I've never been able to draw a face like that since, and it makes me really sad. More Roblox drawings. I made this a sticker. I took off the shirt and the necklace though because I felt like that really made his character his. But I did make a sticker out of it, and I did tell him I made a sticker out of it, I think, and he never responded, but I was willing to send him a free one. I have that sticker somewhere still. Oh, here we go. So this is where the self-discovery started coming in a bit more. You see, so I was called a furry growing up a whole lot through middle school and kind of bullied for it. And so for a long time, I pretended to hate furries, and I never said it to their face, but if someone asked me if I was a furry, I'd be like, ew, no. I was never rude to anyone though, I promise. Like, that's not who I am. But I've started realizing more that that's just a part of me, and you know what, I am. I do like that community. I do like this kind of stuff. This stuff is cool to me, and I like that. I like that I'm healing my inner child with that, because my inner child thinks it's cool. I think it's cool, and so I'm gonna draw it because I want to draw it, and I'm not gonna let people's opinions stop me from drawing what I like, especially in a sketchbook. So you're gonna see a lot of this, because I develop her a bit more, and she's so cute, and I love her. But this is me and my friend. This is me and my online friend, who is one of my besties. He's my Pookie. I love him. Hi, Kmart. You're probably watching it. Hi. Hi. Hey. These are more Roblox drawings. Here's just a random page of doodles and studies and head studies and keeps... This is my mantra for the year. just a watercolor palette, which I want to use more because these colors are beautiful. Then I got some new jelly rolls, and I wanted to draw a little, like, wet, like, snail guy. I don't know. Calico Critters. This was after Christmas, and my mom got me a Calico Critters blind bag, and it's actually this one right here. That same as this one, but it's a little diluted calico. It's called the Latte Cat, but my cat is a diluted calico, so I really wanted her, and for Christmas in the blind bag I got her, and I crocheted her a little dress, and this is what she looked like coming out of the blind bag. But I thought she was so cute. I still do. I'm obsessed with the Latte Cats. I have the whole Latte Cat family now, and it makes me so happy. This was just a little comic. I don't really like this comic. I don't want to show that comic. More Roblox, a sticker. Got some Wolfwalkers fan art here. Love Wolfwalkers. This is what I named my cat after. Maeve, I don't know. In English, Maeve is the spelling for Maeve, or Maeve. I don't know, the accents make it hard to, what is that? Ew. Make it hard to know what her name really is, or how to pronounce her name, because she's an English accent, she's an Irish accent, like, you know, it's a little difficult, but I heard Maeve, so I named her after her. I named my kitty cat after her. This was more of a little bit of a furry kind of stuff. This guy wanted me to draw him as a furry, and so then that was a little bit more discovery for me. I was like, huh, I am really good at this, and I enjoy it. And uh-oh. Insert sticker here, because I didn't have any stickers. Is there? Oh no, it's because I glued that down. Okay. More Roblox stuff. Here I went to a boba shop with, yeah, this is just a random little gross kind of drawing, but they had these cheese dogs, and me and my brother's girlfriend got some together and some boba, and it was so fun. We had a great day. I drew as this Calico Critters because she helped me hunt for some, and I love her. Hi Nikki, if you're watching. And then I decided to draw my mom and my sister because they're both beautiful, and we were all sitting at the table doing some journaling and stuff, and I thought they were just so pretty, so I drew them. This was a redraw of a childhood drawing of the Dragger from 5th grade. Hopefully you can see it. I'll zoom in. If you can't, I'm sorry. If you can't, I'll try and put a picture on the screen or something. But this is the Dragger. He's a dragon and a cat, and he's so cool, and he's so 5th grade coded. He's a mythical creature, and he's mine. I loved how the fur turned out, though. This was all watercolor and colored pencil. This was my arcane drawing of myself. This isn't the original, so the colors are kind of saturated and bright. The original is hanging on my wall, actually, because I still really like it. And over here, I tried doing a how to draw it, or like a how to draw your own on TikTok, but it wasn't turning out good at all. Like, I couldn't replicate what I did, so I scrapped it and I hid it away behind this mochi cake, which is really good, by the way. Painting 1. This is when I started my Painting 1 class at my community college, which I dropped out of. Yeah, I dropped out. I love this page. This page is so fun. This is a picture of me and Maybe, and she's here as well with her brother Bucky. More of my fawn girl with some song lyrics. Saw the Wild Robot with my mom. It was so good. Oh my gosh. Never did fan art for it though. Yeah, not much else to say. More of my fawn. I had blue mechanical pencil lead, so I decided to play around with that. And as I was doing these legs, I was like, huh, I don't know how deer legs work, so I took a minute to practice studying them. And I'm really proud of these studies, actually, and I think that it really helped with my drawing, with my skill and how I draw her legs now, so that's pretty cool. Here's that bat I mentioned earlier. This is Femur. He's my buddy. I love Femur. Femur is the best little bat plushie ever, and I take him almost everywhere, and I just like to imagine him with a little teacup on his head. I ended up making this a sticker too. Just a little to-do list. Did I ever do more of this? Let's see if I can check these off actually. Clean room, I guess I did that. Fold laundry, did that. Apply to jobs. So I did do that. Current sticker ideas, I did do those. Anatomy practice, I did that. Clean bathroom, I'm assuming I did that. Water plants, stay sane. Haven't done that, so we're not gonna check that out yet. We got some little poofs. What are they called? I forgot what they're called. They're from League of Legends though, and I don't play that, so I always forget the name. But my friend Kmart wanted me to draw us as them, so I did, and I digitalized it. I can put that on the screen here. Some leg practice. I don't like drawing legs. Legs are awful. So are arms, but we're getting there. Growing up and only drawing cats and animals has really taken a toll on my progress for human anatomy, but you know, I'm getting there. I think I'm making some good progress. And here's where it starts. Oh my goodness. So this is my persona. She's a griffin, and I do name her later on. So I will save her name as a reveal later. She's a little griffin. She's a calico barn owl griffin, and I love her. She's so fun to draw. Here are some expressions that I did of her as well, and the references I used were on Pinterest by Sophie Thatcher. I thought that it fit her really well, so that's what I did. Oh, here's a page where I just doodled some Pinterest women. They were so pretty, so I had to draw them. I really like how this one turned out, and this one. Like, the side profile, I'm so proud of it. And then some 1-minute gesture studies. This page is my D&D character. Her name is Apricity. I haven't gotten to play her, unfortunately, because the campaign died, but she was growing into such a cool character. I ended up making this a sticker, and I would need to buy it for myself because I need to have it in my hand because I love Apricity. Apricity's my baby. All my stickers are on Redbubble, by the way. I'll put a link in the bio. I love this. This is so funny. I'm a fairy. Me and Toast, because I love Toast. Actually, that's really funny because Toast right here. Make sure you're eating a snack or something as you watch. Get cozy. I got my tea. Where's yours? This is a picture of Mavie with a bunch of spider plants because we found out that she was getting high off of spider plants and it made her very anxious and jumpy. So she likes to garden, you know? Here's some mice. I wanted to get that like old storybook kind of vibe with some mice because I love mice. Mice are so cute. I really like this one. My mom wants me to make this one into a sticker or a tattoo design, which I might. A tattoo would be really cute with this, I think. But it is a reference off of Pinterest, so I might have to change it up a little bit. But I'm really proud of how this one turned out after I did my studies. I think it's so cutesy, and I didn't color the berries. I should have colored the berries, but I think it's so cute and whimsy and fun. This I drew after I was when I got back from a doctor's appointment. I've had a lot of doctor's appointments this year, and this one was for intestinal stuff, I believe. And so I got some stuff checked out there, and but apart from that, I was just feeling very stuck again and very behind on everything. So felt like there were a lot of expectations on me from the world, and I didn't know what to do, so I drew. Here we got some Tinkerbell Lorcana. I don't know how to say it, I don't play it. But I found out that Tinkerbell had a little knight outfit, and so I had to draw it because I love that so much for her. And then some Baxeldan because, how could I not? How could I not? Here's more of my fawn, and oh my gosh, I'm so proud of this drawing. It's a digital one, but I printed it out and put it in here because I'm so proud of it. I did it without a reference. I did her anatomy without a reference, and I was going crazy. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm a pro. I did so good. And I'm still really proud of it. I got some calico critters having tea. I drew my fawn having tea. I put a little tea tag in here, which is the same tea I'm having, Earl Grey. This is my teacup I have that I don't really use, but it's cute. Went back to drawing some kitty cats, and then I have like a goblin rabbit here. I took a rabbit and I was like, what if it was a goblin though? And so I made her a goblin. Not much else to say. I feel like I'm saying that a lot, but I don't know. It's just sketches, you know? Squid Game. Season 2 was pretty good. I enjoyed it. I'm excited for the next. This guy was so silly. He was so dumb. I thought I saw like a rumor that he's not actually dead though. So I'm gonna be shocked if he's not. But he's like a fan favorite, so at the same time I wouldn't be very shocked. We'll see. We'll see what happens. And then this page was just a collage page because I didn't want to draw any more Squid Game because I had finished the series by the time I finished all this. Oh, a little bit of a gore warning for this, so if you don't like it, I'll put a little timestamp to skip ahead to. Yeah. This is my little persona sipping some tea because I was stressed and sad and just a lot of emotions, and so then I had my tea and everything was better. This, sometimes I just draw random bloody things, I guess. And I wanted to do like a white rabbit and painting the roses red vibe, but with like a hunted rabbit. And so I did that, and it's kind of creepy, but I like it. I like it a lot, and I kind of want to make it into another tattoo design. There's nothing much here, just some fabrics that I'm using to create this costume. I'm new to sewing, but I'm trying to create this, and I'm enjoying the process of learning to make it. So it's for a Renaissance fair, and it's my character Twig. I go as her every year to the Renaissance fair, but I want to have her vibe be more of like a foresty griffin rogue, and so we'll see where that goes. I'm excited for it to be done. This is another Roblox drawing, so is this one. I went to a curiosity shop and got some really cool stuff there. I got like a little mystery box, and it had crystals, it had bones, it had like a really cool bracelet with a bug in it. I didn't see this skull, but I wanted to put a skull in here because I think a skull would have, I thought a skull looked cool. Ooh, like I said earlier, the warriors come out. So I was talking to someone about warriors, and we mentioned Scourge, and I was like, oh my gosh, he was the first one I read about, and I fell in love with warriors through Scourge's little graphic novel, so I have to draw him. So I drew him, and then my pencil broke, so I stopped at the rainbows. I was very sick here when I drew this, but here's my girl, she's sitting on a ledge. just wanted to practice some anatomy more and like just flesh her out a bit. And then I went to a cat cafe on this page and I drew some like Adventure Time cats that I thought were funny. This cat sat on my lap for like the whole time I was there and they were so sweet. I don't remember their name though. And then right here my pen exploded. This is a drawing of me with my middle school self. Oh goodness, is my phone dying? It is. Oh, hold on. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. It's okay, everything's fine. Ah, shoot. Okay, we're back. So my phone did die. And I had to take a break for a few seconds. Where was I? So this is my page spread of me and my younger self, me and my middle school self. As I mentioned earlier, middle school me went through some hard times, and it was just, it needed to be said that I see her now, and no. Here are some clothing studies that I did, because I feel like my clothing looks very blocky and flat on my drawings, and so I wanted to practice that. These are all Pinterest outfits. This one was very tough for me to do, but I'm pretty proud of how it came out. I think it's cute. The skirt is my favorite part. I got this sticker from a Redbubble account, and I will put that on screen. I love it. It's a little pigeon raccoon, or no, it's not a pigeon. It's some sort of bird. This is more Beastars, but my friend Kmart wanted me to rewatch it with him, so we're kind of rewatching it still, but I need to go back and watch more. This is a little character that I came up with and crocheted. This is a little, you can see the little crochet guide down there. And not much else to say about him. He's just a cutie, and it's a little fairy cat, and I love him. This page, I was very much just saying I want to do watercolor without sketches. This one obviously has a sketch, but this one didn't. And I'm pretty proud of that. I'm pretty proud of how this turned out without a sketch and without a reference. So yeah, this is more femur with some tea. Some tea, of course. This was a redraw that I did of a 2018 illustration. Here's said illustration. And so this was what, 7 years later? Am I doing that math right? I think I'm doing that math right. Yeah, 7 years later. And I'm really proud of it. I think the lighting is really pretty, and with watercolor, it's hard to get that lighting. So the way I planned it, I'm very proud of the outcome. This is my Valentine's Day page. If you're from my Instagram, you may have seen me do a reel of this page. This was me just showing off my stickers for Valentine's Day that I made of my griffins. And I don't think I got any sellers, but that's okay. I still had a lot of fun making this page, and didn't do much for Valentine's Day other than this, so, but it was fun. Here we got some Tadano, and from Agutsko. He's the tired donkey man, and he's funny, and I like him, so I drew him. The only good man is a donkey. Men don't suck. Only some of them do. Just kidding. What I meant by that was that I just suck at drawing them. At least in my eyes I do. I struggle a lot with drawing men without using a reference. And these were with references. The only one I really like is this one. I loved the side profile. But I was really struggling while drawing these, and there's not much else to really mention about that other than just It was rough. We got a seal. This is from the Roblox game Be a Seal, I think it's called. I don't know, but you get to play the seal and go fishing, and so this is my little seal. She was fun to draw. More of my fawn. Here's more of my fairy cat, more as a character. Her name is Barberry, and she's a little fake critter with a sweater, and she likes to dance. She's fun. I'm really happy that she's a character now, but her theme song is Magic Dance by David Bowie. More Barberry. Color a little Barbar sometimes. I won a little plushie at a claw machine. This was when I got my job, my seasonal part-time job, and I was working at a flower warehouse for Valentine's Day, and I was making flower arrangements and all that fun stuff. And I went and took myself to get boba after the first day, and so I won a little plushie at the boba place, and got my matcha. And this was an illustration I did because the first day everyone was kind of awkward and didn't know what to do or say at lunch, and we were all at this really small table and everyone was on their phones, and I felt very much like a moth in a flower bed with a bunch of other moths on their phones. It sounds very like boomer humor, but I don't know, I was just sipping my tea and it was funny. No hate to any of them, because I usually do the same thing, but for once I wanted to talk to people and no one wanted to talk. Okay, so this is when I finally decided to name my persona. Her name is Hollyhock. Haha. You get it? Haha. This is Hollyhock, and I wanted to draw her patterns and try to get a feel of like how her patterns would work. But usually she wears clothes, so this isn't really needed, I guess. Did this digitally, did some more expressions of her, put a little owl in here. Usually this goes in here, because that's where I was learning to how the beak worked and the mouth and all that. Here's another Roblox guy and some Ramoon. Just some scheduling, because I don't have a planner. This is another D&D character. Her name is Wintheris. Also goes by Winnie, and she's a cutie. She's a warlock. She only made it past 2 sessions in D&D, but she was fun. She was a cutie. She was an anxious mess, and her girlfriend was a druid. Yeah. Who remembers Webkinz? My mom and I got obsessed with it for a little bit, so I decided to draw some, and I thrifted this Webkinz little raccoon, and I named her Mildred. And so when I play Webkinz, I just only play with Mildred now, and she's my favorite. But these two are my canon couple in Webkinz, Wubsy and Olivia. Wubsy was my first ever Webkinz, and Olivia was, I don't know when I got her, but they're together. They're a thing, and they're cute. I love them. Oh, and more tea, of course. Let's see, here was when I was still working at the flower shop, and since we worked with so many roses, my hands were just covered in thorns all the time. So I decided to draw that, and how it just felt like my hand was a rose at some points, because it was just so thorned. But I drew that out of it, and I'm pretty proud of how the hand came out, and the nail. I think the nail's kind of pretty. This is a concept for a children's show that I'm coming up with. I'm not really expecting it to ever be anything, but I do like the concept a lot. And I'm more just doing it for my portfolio. But it's about a bunch of little trash animals, like a bat, a possum, a raccoon, a skunk, all learning basic manners at a tea party hosted by a mama bear. And the star's Femur, my little pet. So these aren't the final drawings at all. These were very rough initial sketches. The current drawings are online, and the current designs are also online. Well, not online, but on my tablet. So I might post them, but they're on my ArtStation. Oh my, this sticker does not like to stay. This is from another sticker book. I realized that I hadn't drawn a lot of fairies in this notebook, in this sketchbook, my bad. And so I drew a fairy with some tea and another fairy with some green skin because I thought that would look kind of cool. And then I drew a mossy cat because I wanted to practice like just going slow and taking my time with an image because I feel very like I rush through a lot of things. So I very much took my time with this one. I think I used watercolor and colored pencil. But I'm really proud of how he turned out. I think he's adorable. Barbarian, another Roblox character I made. This is when I got my hair redone, so it was very bright and vibrant. Oh my goodness, the lighting is so bad right now. Oh no. What if I stand in the way? There we go. Of course the sun has to come out, right? Let's see, what can I do about this? I guess for now I'll just stand here. Okay. So, the rest of this is all hollyhock, and this is when I got my hair redone, as I said, and so my hair felt very much like a berry and so pretty. I drew her on this little paint sample because it's called English Hollyhock, and so I drew her as like a little Englishman. And then a little comic because I just felt stressed, but I had nothing to be stressed about. Ooh, bright page. I wanted to draw more pretty women, so I did. Again, all these are from Pinterest, and except for this one. This one's me. But I don't really like how it turned out. And then this was supposed to be like another tattoo design, but I didn't like that either. I didn't really execute it like I wanted to, but it's okay, it happens. Let's see, this is when I got my nose pierced. I got my nose pierced and I'm so happy with it. I got it pierced with my sister, and it was very spontaneous. I texted her and we were like, hey, wanna get our nose pierced? She's like, yeah, sure. So on my brother's birthday we went and we got our noses pierced and then showed up to the birthday dinner with our noses all done up. It was pretty fun. Oh, and then someone drew Hollyhock. I did an art trade with someone and someone drew Hollyhock, and it was the first art I've gotten of Hollyhock or of a character like my furry persona ever, so I was so excited. We're nearing the end here. Bear with me, guys, we're almost done. So here we got some Calico Critter stuff. This was a little floppy-eared bunny that came with this little set, with this little dress and stuff, but I put my little latte cat in it instead, because I love the latte cats, as I said. But I thought she was adorable with her little wings and her little collar, so I drew her as a human. But then I was like, this kind of looks like Isabella from Animal Crossing. So, I still like it, but it just reminds me of her. And then this was in my painting class again. We were doing life drawing portraits and more Gretzko. Drew little Retzi. I had a page just full of blind bags because, like I said, I'm on a craze right now. It's bad. It's really bad. Here I drew myself as a cat, returning back to Warriors. I remember a lot of people having little cat characters of themselves, so I did that. She's a calico, as you can see, of course. She's a calico. I love calicos. And then I did a little tattoo design that I really want to get. It says tea in a little teacup. I hope I can get it someday. And then this was just some venti art. Got some more Calico Critters stuff. My mom bought me a set for just being cool, I guess. She was just a cool mom and got me a set. And we went out and got boba that day as well, and just had a nice little mom and daughter day. So I decided to draw it together because the set was the Latte Cat family, and it had the mom and the daughter. So I drew the mom and the daughter, and I think it's so cute. I think it's adorable, and I made her cry with it. So I'm proud of myself. Let's see. Oh yeah, there's the family right there. What am I saying? Then these are some little griffin concepts. Oh, on this is a bunch more. God, I really want to sit down, but I don't want the lighting to ruin this. These are some more Roblox commissions. I'm really proud of a lot of these. That's why I put them in here. They're all on separate pieces of paper. So we got that one. We got that one. Oh goodness. We got that one. And on this side, oof, we got that one. And that one. And I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. I really like them. I think they turned out good. And then I ended up skipping a page by accident, which I was so upset with, but that's okay. Let's see if I can put these back in here. There we go. Okay. This, I was so proud of myself. I finally drew a man that I thought was, like, attractive. So I drew a hot man. Yeah, I was so happy. This is a spat. It's a spider cat. I made a new friend on Roblox, and we run around as spats, and it's adorable. We like to go on VR in it and just be little spats, and so I drew them a lot. I was kind of obsessed for a little bit. Oh yeah, my highlighters, they acted like they were working and then they would just stop working. It was so annoying. I don't even think you can see it on the camera, but... Oh, this is Maeve as a spat with her string. This is kind of a page of just a bunch of stuff. I don't know, a griffin, because I was like, man, I haven't drawn a griffin in a while, I should draw a griffin. And then this one, I watched a video by Draw Sessions, and it was how to let go and just draw and create characters and create creatures. And this is what I came up with, and I think he's adorable. So thank you, Draw Sessions, for that. I really appreciate it. This I've had for a while, and I finally just decided to stick in my sketchbook. My stepsister drew this for me for Christmas of powder, and I love it. It's so cute. And I didn't want to, I didn't know where to put it, but I didn't want to sit in a desk, so I decided to stick it in here. This is a little thumbnail of my intro that I made. You can barely see it, but it's there. And then little Maeve, little Mert. And that's about it. Yeah, that's everything. That was my sketchbook. I hope you guys enjoyed the tour. Like I said, I'm wanting to do a video decorating my next one, seeing if my next one works as well. I'll probably actually test it before I record, just in case it doesn't work out. Oh no, don't fall. But it's time to say goodbye to this lovely beast. Thank you for being with me for a few months thank you for being with me a few months, Sketchbook. I appreciate you. I appreciate the journey we had and how much you helped me discover myself. Oh yeah, the sketchbook brand. This sketchbook is from Hobby Lobby, and that's all I know about it. I think it's Master's Touch, actually. Master's Touch Hobby Lobby, but I don't really want to support Hobby Lobby anymore, so that's why I'm switching the sketchbook brand. I wouldn't recommend buying from them, but, you know, do what you want. It's a nice sketchbook. It's cheap. It was like $10. maybe 8 actually, maybe less. Graphite does transfer a lot. It was kind of blah that it did, but I made it work. Watercolor holds up really well in it. Markers hold up really well in it. That's what the Mossy Cat was. The Mossy Cat was marker, not watercolor. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope you got some nice doodles in. Yeah, stay tuned for the next video, and hopefully I can start posting more for you guys. Yeah, I hope you all have a lovely day or evening, and I will see you guys around.